Hello, Brave Awakened Ones. This is Veronica of Higher Realm Holistics. First, I want to say thank you to my supporters, donators, Patreons for all your wonderful support, and to my subscribers. And please stay tuned at the end of this video where I'll be giving more information about the services that I offer and also my wonderful new activation book that has been released and is doing really awesome. Thanks to you guys. This video is the first video I'm making translating the Emerald Tablets. I was guided to do this translation of the Emerald Tablets by Thoth. Thoth came to me like in 2013. I started ascending in 2012, and in 2013 is when he came to me and was introducing me to sacred geometry, especially the flower of life, because from what he said to me, he is the Lord, the master of the flower of light and life. I've already put out several meditations that were gifted to us by Thoth on my channel, Higher Realm Holistic. So if you're hearing this video somewhere else, you can go over there, and they're over there also. And for my Patreons, I've been putting out like the more formal version, you know, with the music and everything like that for you. And I'll be doing the same with this. Again, if this does not resonate with you, then it simply doesn't resonate. You can come back later. It might resonate then, especially with the Emerald Tablets. Thoth himself says to read the Emerald Tablets 100 times before you can understand it. I have read it about 105 times, including listening to it. So I always suggest listen to it first because of the language, and then read it after that. And it's really good to highlight and take notes. Okay, because then you go back and you read over your notes and it just unfolds more and more. Okay, I was guided to start doing this by Thoth because he told me I was ready. Sorry about the sun. He told me I was ready to do this. I didn't want to step ahead or jump ahead or anything like that. So I am ready to do this now. So I am doing this for you. And I hope it helps. The tablet we're covering is called the Spaceborn. This is tablet number 4 and is very specific for starseeds. That is how he showed it to me. It's for the starseeds, and the reason why I'm doing it now is because it's for many starseeds. He said many will be ready now to learn their origins. I learned my origin, was shown my origin a few years ago, where I was literally taken to where my soul was birthed and shown how my soul was birthed. So many of you are ready for this now, okay, which is very exciting. I was told 2019 January, many will be ready for this. Now, as we know, Thoth himself, when he wrote this, he was Thoth the Atlantean, and this was not his first incarnation. When he was Thoth the Atlantean, he had many incarnations before that to get to the point of being Thoth the Atlantean. Why this incarnation is so important, and the tablet number 4, the Spaceborn, is so important when it comes to understanding Thoth, also, that which translates into understanding ourselves as starseeds, because he is a starseed. And when he wrote this, he was on Earth. He was on Gaia, just like we are on Gaia. Helicopter, of course. Every time I'm doing this, there'll be about 3 or 4 of them while I'm doing this. So, it's understanding the origins of us starseeds. And As we know, Thoth is also known famously as Hermes Trismegistus, which is the thrice born. And why this tablet, the Spaceborn, is so important is it is talking about, Thoth is talking about him coming into his knowing of being a starseed, and not just a starseed, but claiming his job, you know, and going into his godship. This is the Ascension Jump, where he went from master starseed into God status. Into God status meaning, what did I write again? Meaning immortal. There you go. Into immortal status. Okay, and again, yes, we all know there is one all, the all, source creator. And there are many gods and goddesses who are very up there, like Yeshua, like Shiva, like Buddha, like Thoth. And this is his entry level into his godship, okay? So I'm going to start reading it. And please excuse the way I say these words. I really suck at pronouncing things, okay? List ye, O man, to the voice of wisdom. List ye to the voice of Thoth, the Atlantean. He's telling you to listen to him. And I'm going to stop as I'm going to go over my notes, what I've highlighted, and explanations. That's how I was told to do it, okay? I'm not going to just read it through. Freely I give to thee of my wisdom, gathered from the time and space of this cycle. Master of mysteries, son of the morning, and sun is S-U-N. Son of the morning, living forever, a child of the light, meaning Starseed Lightworker. Shining with brightness, star of the morning. Thoth, the teacher of men, is of all. He is saying the teacher of men, the teacher of the earthlings. That's what he was there for, to teach the earthlings. That was his why he incarnated, to become Thoth, the great teacher, the master of wisdom. That was why he incarnated on earth at that time. Is of all. All is source creator. That is how he refers to God. In Hermetics, that is how God, source creator, is referred to. The all. Long time ago in my childhood, now he's going, this is so exciting. Now he's going into talking about how when the veil was lifted from him, because the veil of forgetfulness. Everybody, every starseed, every soul that goes into a third dimensional planet, you go through the veil of forgetfulness, because you have to lower your vibration so much that removes you so far from source that you forget who and what you really are. You forget what you came for until you build up enough light in you, enough has been triggered in you where you could start remembering. Even Yeshua went through it. Even Jesus went through it. We just, as Starseed, as Lightworkers, as masters, rulers, guardians, Lightworkers, we just we forget less. Let's put it that way than the earthling soul. Thoth, the teacher of men, is of all. Long time ago, I, in my childhood, lay 'neath the stars on long buried Atlantis, meaning there he was on Atlantis before Atlantis fell. He was living there. dreaming of mysteries far above men. In other words, he was thinking like all us light workers, all us star seeds do. We know we're not from there, and we are looking up in the stars saying, I know I'm from there. I could feel it. I see it. I should be up there. I belong up there. I know there's a lot more going on to me than just this. That is what he was doing. Then in my heart grew there a great longing to conquer the pathways that led to the stars. Starseed. Year after year, I sought after wisdom, seeking new knowledge, following the way, until at last my soul, in great travail, broke from its bondage and bounded away. His soul, he's saying, after seeking and seeking and seeking, like most of us light workers constantly do, which is what triggers our awakening. We start seeking. In our days, we're watching videos, reading books, talking to people, meditating, praying. That is what he's talking about. And he's saying he got to the point where he was able to break away from his body, the great travail. He was able to separate from the veil. That's the great travail. V-A-I-L. But it's spelled differently. From the great travail, meaning the veil. He was able to break beyond the veil, break beyond the 3D dimensional veil. And literally, he was able to astral travel. Right there, he broke out from the veil and was able to break free. Free was I from the bondage of earthmen, meaning the bondage of 3D. Free from the body, I flashed through the night. Again, he got at that moment where he reached to the point of breaking through the 3D veil. He was able to literally break free of his physical form, Unlocked at last for me was the star space. Free was I from the bondage of night. Now to the end of space sought I wisdom, far beyond knowledge of finite man. He was able to astral travel. He went out into the universe like he wanted to, and this is what happened to me. I was taken out of body and went to go see where it was taken by Thoth, to go see where my soul was first birthed, created. Far into space, my soul traveled freely, his astral body, into infinities. Far into space, my soul traveled freely into infinity's circle of light. Strange, beyond knowledge were some of the planets, great and gigantic beyond dreams of men. Again, when I was taken to that place where I saw the birthing of my soul, I felt, and I've mentioned this once before in an older video, it was for the first time I realized, I have goosebumps now, feeling that the planets were alive and breathing. They are inorganic beings. So as he described to me, inorganic beings. But they're still alive. Inorganic does not mean you're not alive. They're living, breathing, feeling, doing beings. It was just like, oh my God, they're alive. It's an experience that I could talk all I want. I could read all I want. It's something that you have to experience yourself to get the fullness of truly understanding. Yeah, I felt Gaia breathing. I felt Gaia life before, but it's completely different when you're out there and you're completely, sorry about that, and you're literally meeting these planets. And it's not that they're going to say, hey, hi, what's up? My name's Jupiter. No, that's not the way it went for me. It was, there are no words. It's all telepathic, and it's all feeling of union and oneness. That's what it was like. Okay, that's what he's experiencing, that he went through. Yet found I law in all of its beauty, working through and among them as here among men. Universal divine law. The law of God, the Hermetic principles, how things work, the law of correspondence, all those different laws, as they are here, work here, they work up in the cosmos. It's how the universe works, like clockwork, as they say. You know, there is order to it. It's not chaos, as those phony so-called scientists want to say, that it's it's just chaos. No, it's not. There is divine order. And that's why he's saying about the law. The law is the divine order, that he got to witness how everything's just working so beautifully together in harmony. Flash forth my soul through infinity's beauty. Far through space I flew with my thoughts. Rested I there on a planet of beauty. Strands of harmony filled all the air. So he got to hang out at a planet, a beautiful planet, where his soul was born. Shapes there were moving in order, great and majestic as stars in the night, mounting in harmony, ordered equilibrium, symbols of the cosmic like unto law. The closest I can come with a description of that is when I said I was doing that, Thoth took me and we did like 6 timeline collapses in one night. It was a timeline collapsing marathon, and for the first time he told me to call back my light and power when I was in the timeline, and I saw everything turn into geometric shapes, all sacred geometry, and it was colorful, and when it was folding in on itself, it was like origami. That's what it looked like, and very colorful. Many the stars I passed in my journey, many the races of men on their worlds, some reaching high as stars of the morning, some falling low in the darkness of night. He traveled many of the universe, many of the galaxies, visited many of the planets, which I have done myself. I'm sure a heck of a lot less than him. And saw the inhabitants. That's what he's saying, men. Men meaning as in human souls. And like he told me to expand my definition of human soul. Don't think human soul is just what looks like us. It's not what just looks like us. Again, I was saying even draconian souls are human souls. But like when he said some falling low as the blackness of night, meaning like a draconian soul, like some dark ones, very low vibrating, low of light of love. And then he said some reaching high as stars of the morning, meaning very bright beings that operate from 5th dimensional and higher. So that's what he's referring to. Each and all of them struggling upwards, meaning upwards as in the diagram I drew, the scale going towards the light or going towards the darkness. Struggling upwards meaning gaining the light to go as close back to source as possible, or losing all your light and being reabsorbed, imploding on yourself and being reabsorbed that way. Or you gain all the light, and like Jesus says, you get to sit at the right hand of the Father, meaning right there with Source Creator, when you get up that high to that point. Each of them struggling upward, gaining the heights and plummeting the depths. Again, you can refer to that chart that I made when it comes, that Thoth gifted to us. Gaining the heights meaning filling yourself with light, going higher and higher, getting more and more full with light, or going towards the darkness and losing your light through fear. You gain your light through love and, of course, being service to others. And the service to self, or the dark beings who keep losing their light. Okay? Moving at times in realms of brightness, living through darkness, gaining the light. Here's very, very particular. Got to catch this one. I'm going to read it again. It's very important, especially for Earth, for Gaia, what we're going through right now. When we say, why is it so freaking hard up in here? Why is it hell on earth? Why do we have to go through this to ascend? Each of all of them struggling upwards, gaining the heights and plummeting the depths, moving at times in realms of brightness, living through darkness, gaining the light. You have to live through the darkness to gain the light. You cannot tell the light unless there is darkness there. That is how you gain your light, to live through the darkness. If you don't have any trials and tribulations, how do you gain anything? How do you gain wisdom? How do you gain knowledge? How do you gain strength? How do you gain muscles? Look at the fakeness of this world. They have freaking pectoral implants and muscle implants where people don't, and they'll say, oh, because I don't want to work out. They don't want to work out. I have so many people who write to me, and I just push delete. Really, I don't meditate because I'm too lazy. I don't feel like meditating. Why can't you give me the answer? No, I will not give you the answer, because that is not working to gain your light. You have to work through your darkness to gain your light. You just can't take somebody else's. You can just stick plastic in your freaking arm and act like you have freaking biceps. No, they're fake. Okay? Sorry about that. Let's give the truck a minute. That's pretty loud, and it's way across the water, across the canal. Know, O man, that light is thine heritage. Meaning, we all have the light of love in us. We were created through love. Know, O man, that light is thy heritage. Know that darkness is only a veil. Again, the veil of forgetfulness. The darkness is the lie. The fear is the lie. Love is the truth. Sealed in thy heart is brightness eternal, waiting the moment of freedom to conquer, waiting to rend the veil of the night. Now, not for nothing, I gotta stop this real quick, because there are people who make ridiculous comments. Well, in their heads it's not ridiculous, right? Who say that Thoth is the devil and Thoth is evil and Thoth is a reptilian. I don't know where they get that from. No dark, evil, sinister being is going to be writing this. And guess what? I delete your comment anyway. Some I found who had conquered the ether, free of space where they while yet they are Some I found who had conquered the ether, free of space where they while yet they were men, using the force that is the foundation of all things. All is ALL, capital ALL, meaning God force, source creator force, I should say, source creator. Far in space constructed they a planet, drawn by the force that flows through the all, condensing, coalescing the ethers into forms that grew as they willed. Meaning, he went and met gods and goddesses who are at that status, who are able to create from the actual ethers. Yeshua was able to just create out of the ethers, not just manifesting in the way we know is manifesting, literally being able to use God source energy, the all, to manifest, let's say, the pyramids. Outstripping the science, they, all of the races, mighty in wisdom, son of the stars. Long time I paused watching their wisdom, saw them create from out of the ether cities gigantic of rose and gold, formed forth from the primeval element, base of all matter, the ether far flung. He's just going in further, saying how he just stood there and was watching in amazement how again, there these beings, these God beings, were able to create just using, using source energy, using the ethers, which we cannot do. You have to reach God's source. You have to reach God's status to be able to do. We can manifest, and it takes a while, even in 5D, 7D, whatever. But a being like Jesus was able to do stuff like that. Far in the past, they had conquered the ether, freed themselves from the bondage of toil, formed in their mind only a picture, and swiftly created it. It grew. Meaning all they had to do was think, and bam, there it was. Forth then my soul sped throughout the cosmos, seeing ever new things and old, learning that man is truly spaceborn. A son, S-U-N, of the sun, S-U-N, a child of the stars. Know ye, O man, whatever from ye inhabited, surely it is one with the stars. Meaning, we were formed of the ethers. The same things that he saw those beings creating cities and whatever they wanted with. That is the same thing. We're all formed the same thing, because he was able to see that they want to form a building, they form a building. They want to make food, they make food. They are able to form out of seemingly thin air, but was able to be they're so close to the all that they're able to manifest as the all would manifest. The bodies are nothing but planets revolving around their central sun. Meaning, thy bodies are nothing but planets revolving around their central sun. Our central sun is our heart, and our bodies is built around our heart. That's what he means. And we are our own universe. That's why you create first what is within, and then it comes without. You have to create your universe first. Then ye have gained the light of all wisdom. Free shall ye be to shine in the ethers, one of the suns, S-U-Ns, that light outer darkness, one of the spaceborn grown into light. We're the spaceborn again, okay, star children. Just as the stars in time lose their brilliance, light passing from them into the great source, so, O man, the soul passes onward, leaving behind the darkness of the night. Formed forth ye from the primal ether, filled with the brilliance that flows from the source. Beyond, by the ether's coalescence around, yet ever it flames until at last it is free. Lift up your flame from out of the darkness, fly from the night, and ye shall be free. Now he's talking about, he's addressing how to free yourself, free your soul from the earthly body, and go beyond the veil to connect with the cosmos. Travel I through the space-time, knowing my soul at last was set free, knowing that now might I pursue wisdom until at last I pass to a plane hidden from knowledge. Know not to wisdom extends beyond all that we know. Now, O man, when I had this knowing, happy my soul grew, for now I was free. Listen, ye spaceborn, listen up, starseeds. List to my wisdom. Know ye not that ye too will be free. So he's talking directly to us now, the starseeds, all right? And this is how you're going to be free, to go connect with the cosmos. This is his way of doing it, and he's told me I could share with you. I did it too. Beautiful breeze, huh? List ye again, O man, to my wisdom, that hearing to ye might live to be free. Not of the earth are ye, earthly, but child of the infinite cosmic light. Okay, here's something I'm going to say. It's going to be controversial to the lightworker community. Okay, again, not all lightworkers are star seeds. Some are earthlings, earth souls that were birthed here on earth. Okay, as are some elemental souls that were birthed here on earth, and inorganic souls that are birthed here on earth. As a star seed, you are a child of the light, the infinite cosmic light. Here's the controversial part. Okay, this is how it was shown to me by Thoth and by other beings that I've been working with throughout my ascension time since 2012. In relation to this, let me read the next line. I'll go into it. Know ye not, O man, of your heritage? ? Know ye not ye are truly the light, son of the great sun? When ye gain wisdom, truly aware of your kingship with light. Now, Starseed Lightworkers, and even, Starseed Lightworkers, particularly, I'm talking to you. Our souls were birthed for this particular reason. We were birthed for a time such as this, for this ascension jump, to assist with, literally, that is what we were made for. Literally, that is how I was shown. I was shown when my soul broke free of my earthly body, and I got to travel, and I went to go see how my soul was birthed, and I saw the other God beings sending parts of themselves to form me. That's your oversoul. And the best analogy I could use are your parents. Think of your mom and dad. Everybody has a mother and a father. You have to have an egg and a sperm. Each one contains, even if you're a clone, there is still an egg and a sperm, because you need those two to come together to form you. Okay, you need the information from both to form your body, to form who and what you are, to form your body. So think of it that way. Your soul was formed from these other beings as Starseed Lightworkers. That's the way I was shown for us.